Running Man has been going strong for 15 years and is regarded as one of the most popular Korean shows around the world. As well, it is the longest-running Korean variety show. But through all this year, some of the members left, and let's look at their reasons for leaving. After school, Lizzy was the first one to leave, and she wasn't in Running Man for a long time. She first came as a guest, and due to the warm reception from the audience, she was offered to become a member of Running Man. People liked her cute appearance and iconic aegyo that swayed the hearts of male members. Before she left Running Man, her appearances in episodes were often edited out, for some reason. Her departure was primarily due to her decision to focus on her acting career and pursue other opportunities in the entertainment industry. Additionally, her agency announced that she would be stepping down to concentrate on her personal projects. Lizzy talked about her leaving on the radio star. "I got depressed after leaving Running Man. At first, I was just a guest, but I thought I did well because I eventually joined the cast and became a permanent member. But even then, I was edited out a lot from the scenes. And articles were popping up saying I wasn't a permanent cast member, but just a long-term guest. After I left, people asked me, 'Were you fired from Running Man?' I left because of my schedules filming for a sitcom, but I was hurt because of the response I was getting. I think I was even more upset because it was my first variety show in which I was a permanent member. I had a hard time back then, but I'm fine now. Also, Yoo Jae-suk Oppa talked positively about me after the Entertainment Daesang, so I was completely good after that. The host of Radio Star asked her if they would offer for her to come back, would she go back? To that, she said yes. She did have success in the acting world. She starred in dramas like Angry Mom, Ugly Miss Young as 17, and Oh My Baby. But unfortunately, in 2021, she hit a taxi with her car while driving. Upon the arrival of law enforcement at the scene, she was determined to have a blood alcohol content of 0.08. As a result, she was charged with a DUI and had her driver's license revoked. Since then, she has not been active in the entertainment world, and if somebody is talking about her, it is due to her drastic change in visuals. Similar to Lizzy, Joong-ki used to be a fixed Running Man member in the early days. He decided to leave the show after 8 months to focus on his acting career, but before that, he was known for his wit, gentleness, and flower boy appearance. In April 2011, Joong-ki recorded his last episode, episode 41, and left the program to focus on his acting career, but returned on episode 66 as a guest after leaving for almost half a year, and later made cameo appearances in several episodes. Many were sad that he left, but others commented that him leaving was a good decision. Joong-ki leaving is a good thing, though. Kwang Soo's character is developed. Kwang Soo and Gary both flourished in Joong-ki's absence. He was crap on the show, literally just there for his looks. The show became better after he left because they found a balance within the cast. Still better than Young Se-chan, though. At least he had a character that didn't overlap with others. He flourished after leaving Running Man. Joong-ki slowly established his name through works like Sung Kyung-kwan Scandal and The Innocent Man. In 2016, the actor's popularity exploded after starring as the male lead Yoo Si-jin in Descendants of the Sun, and is now known as a top actor in Korea. Now he is married to Katie Louise Saunders and has 2 children. Kang Gary used to be a part of the iconic Monday couple alongside Song Ji-hyo, and is known for his hilarious flirting with the actress, as well as his peaceful demeanor. He and Kwang Soo were my favorites. He made me laugh so many times that I cannot count. Kang Gary left Running Man in November 2016 after being a part of the show for 7 years. His departure was primarily due to his desire to focus on his music career and personal life. His exit was met with mixed reactions from fans, as he had become a beloved member of the cast over the years. However, what made people the most upset was that he completely cut all the ties with Running Man members, and even changed his phone number. In 2018, he spoke about Running Man for the first time. A lot of people think you secluded yourself after leaving Running Man, getting married, and having a baby. To be honest, I didn't think people would take it as me secluding myself. I thought I had given my farewell enough, and I thought the public would also think that way. Also, when I decided to leave Running Man, I clearly expressed my thoughts to the members, and they well respected my opinion. Of course, I understand why some may feel that I've secluded myself, but when you really look at it, I've just returned to the old me. Before Running Man, I was never told I was secluding myself when I didn't show on broadcasts or promote to focus solely on album production. In the past, it was common for me to not leave the house for a month when preparing Lee Sung's album. I'm living that way now, but baby care and family have been added onto it. Look at my hair. It's long like this because I haven't gotten it cut for so long. I'm not the type who can focus on multiple things at once. Laugh. Was there a specific reason that led you to leave Running Man in 2016? I wanted to focus on music, but ultimately, shortly before I decided to leave the show, I found myself wondering if I was really doing my part well on Running Man. I worked hard, but I couldn't get rid of the thought that I might actually be causing harm. My character was running out, and I believed there wasn't much I could show more. And that thought kept circulating in my mind. Of course, at the time, my peers told me, "Why are you thinking that way? Don't worry. They're family," but I came to think that there isn't anything more I can do for the show. And just look at Running Man now. They're with new members, and aren't they so funny? I'm very happy. But you must miss Running Man from time to time since you've been with them for a long time. There are no envious thoughts, regrets, or wishes to go back. As I said earlier, I strongly had the thought that I'm not doing well, so I'm still sorry for that part. After leaving Running Man, he got married and had a child, with whom he appeared in Return of Superman. He also appeared on 2 seasons of Law of the Jungle and another variety show called Artist Stock Game. He only released 1 EP after leaving Running Man. Kwang Soo was among the most favorite Running Man members and is known for his bad luck and various nicknames, such as Traitor King, Giraffe, or Prince of Asia. In June 2021, however, Kwang Soo departed from Running Man after suffering from a leg injury and left a big gap on the famous reality show. SBS said this at the time. Since his car accident last year, Kwang Soo has been going through rehabilitation for his leg, and even when he was not in the best of health, he undertook both the rehabilitation treatment and Running Man recordings at the same time out of his love and responsibility for the show. However, despite Kwang Soo's efforts, it was not easy for him to do both at once, and he spoke about his concerns with the members and production team. The members and production team would have liked to continue with Kwang Soo on Running Man for a longer time, but as Kwang Soo's opinion as a member of Running Man is important, we have decided to respect his decision after a long period of discussion. We are unfortunately faced with a beautiful goodbye. But we ask the viewers to show warm support and encouragement to Kwang Soo and the members who made a difficult decision. His departure was very emotional. They did a last episode with him, and everybody was crying, the cast and me. But people didn't think that his injury was the main reason to leave. We can't deny the fact that LKS has an important role on RM, and him leaving made a huge impact. At least for me. I still think that him leaving because of recovery is not the main reason why he left RM. Unlike before, RM is now more focused on interviews and less on straining activities, unlike before, where there was really a physical aspect. So I think he could have stayed. I might be wrong, since he might be thinking how it would make him feel like he has special privilege if the show adjusts the format for him. Like Gary, he probably has his main reason for leaving, and for me, that is to focus on his acting career. We've seen him having lead roles now because of the popularity he gained through the years, especially in Southeast Asia. He also probably wants to change his image a bit, still being funny, but not to the point where people can't take him seriously. Yeah, I do agree. At this point, he left for his acting career. His character on RM was so strong that it affected his public perception. Obviously, it was his choice, but it was just especially jarring since he was thought of as the last person likely to leave RM. I don't think it's a bad thing. But him joining other variety shows does make me think either he or his agency wanted to distance him from his RM image specifically, and his injury might have been the way for his agency to convince him. All speculation, of course, though LOL. But aside from just that, being on a weekly show is much more of a commitment. So maybe he was tired of that aspect as well. His acting career did get better after leaving Running Man. He starred in The Killer's Shopping List. His work also includes the films Sinkhole, A Year-End Medley, and The Pirates, The Last Royal Treasure. He received his second nomination for Best Supporting Actor at the Blue Dragon Film Awards for his work in Sinkhole. Now, there's still an ongoing drama called The Divorce Insurance, in which he stars alongside Lee Dong-wook, and it is doing really well. So he is still very active and can be seen interacting with Running Man members. Jeon So-min was loved and hated by the public due to her being outspoken and sometimes crazy personality on the show. In 2023, it was confirmed by her agency that she is leaving Running Man. Actress Jeon So-min will be stepping down from SBS's Running Man following her final recording on October 30th, Monday. She went through great contemplation as it is a program that she has maintained a relationship with for a long time. And after long discussion with the Running Man members and production team as well as the agency, we decided that she needs some time to recharge in order to impress even further through future activities, including her acting activities. We sincerely express our gratitude to viewers who ran together while crying and laughing with Jeon So-min every weekend for 6 years since April 2017, though Running Man. And we ask for your warm affection and support for Jeon So-min going forward. After she left, people started to think it's the end of Running Man. The only thing I worry is the PD. So-min leaving is a huge blow, but other members can cover her airtime. And I'm sure they will invite a lot more guests to fill the gap. The rating will do just fine. The rating has been at all-time low basically for the past few months. Much lower than when SBS announced they would fire SJH and KJK and replace them to boost up the ratings. The rating is not fine. And the cast wasn't able to create enough entertaining moments by themselves under a better PD than Hyunin, which is why a lot of people credited So-min and Sechen joining as revitalizing the show. Even when Kwang Soo was present, we are going back to square one, but now without both Kwang Soo and So-min, it's a huge deal. Also, rumors started to spread around that she left Running Man due to malicious comments, as many Running Man fans did not like her. As even her younger brother, fitness model John Wookmin, revealed some of the hateful messages he received from these online haters. These messages included threats and curses, indicating the intensity of the vitriol directed at Jeon So-min. On November 12, 2023, Running Man aired the final episode with Jeon So-min, who would be leaving the show. During the episode's opening, the members, minus Jeon So-min, spoke about the beloved member's departure from the show. Yoo Jae-suk then spoke frankly about the various rumors being spread online about the actress's leave. I read a report stating, So-min is leaving due to hate comments. It seems everybody thinks this is the case, but it's absolutely not true. Yoo Jae-suk then fired back at malicious commenters before revealing the real reason Jeon So-min would be leaving the show. Why should the victim of malicious comments lose their job? If she had been hurt by the malicious comments, we wouldn't have just idly stood by. So Min is leaving to pursue her dreams, so please support her decision. According to reports, the segment in which the actress said goodbye to audiences recorded viewership ratings of 5.3%, which was good for first place in its time slot. On December 13, 2024, So-min appeared on Ji Seok-jin's YouTube channel, Ji Seok-jin World. So-min was asked to share what she's been up to since leaving the cast of SBS's Running Man. Fortunately, I was able to pick up some projects relatively quickly after leaving Running Man. I went into a movie in about 3 to 4 months. I then filmed 2 short films before I was cast in Sorry Not Sorry. But to be honest, I was distressed at the time. I didn't have any immediate projects I was working on, and the future seemed uncertain. Because the film and drama industries are not doing well right now, I wasn't sure how I could survive without Running Man. So I ended up working part-time at a cafe owned by someone I knew. Ji Seok-jin, who was aware of Jeon So-min's part-time job, commented, "I was so surprised when you told me." Jeon So-min went on, "It was a cafe inside the building that houses the broadcasting station Channel A and the film production company Studio Dragon. Whenever customers came, they would ask me, 'Are you filming something?' But it was fun. I worked part-time at a cafe for a long time when I was 29 years old. It made me think of that age again, when I was still chasing after my dream. I gained energy from the experience. She is going to star in the upcoming movie Only God Knows Everything. But what are your thoughts on all this? Do you miss any of these members? Thank you for watching, and see you next time.